on their 3-ball shooter, which is their post player, it makes it a little difficult for us to be able to recover from that. We made some changes on who was Gardner. But again, we go in at the half. We have a lot of confidence. We've played well. We've rebounded the ball well. Our turnovers were very minimal. And we had solid play. I mean, Morgan Sieper, unbelievable first half. Shot the cover off of it. Dom Davis did a phenomenal job of getting the ball where it needed to be and really ran our show really well in that first half. I thought when Jacoria Bracey in the second half had some rips and attacks to the rim to be able to score, so that was an addition added. We really challenged Malia at halftime. It was there at the end of the game where she struggled throughout 40 minutes of play, or ever how long she played, because she got in foul trouble, so she didn't play 40 minutes. But at the end of that game, she totally took control of that basketball game. Got some blocks, walled up. She was able to score that head and shoulder fake there at the end of the game. I felt like she really responded. I think when you look at that as a whole, every game has to be a step for us. Our assist to turnover ratio was really good, really good. We only have 11 turnovers. That's a huge step. We had 18 against William Carey. So every game's got to be a step for us. Offensive rebounds, we've got to continue to get better at that. I'm still not satisfied with our offensive rebounds, I'll be honest with you. We had 15 tonight, but really we had 12 because 3 balls went out of bounds. Okay, we've got to do a better job of boarding offensively. Okay, we've got to. We're not going to shoot the ball every night to perfection. One thing you can go do is go board the basketball. Again, I think our team shared the ball in the first 3 quarters of that game. I think we took advantage offensively of situations that we tried to, and I think that shows a lot of growth in our team.
The first half, does it start, you said it started on defense. Does it also start with just that full court press? And
yeah, totally. Our 2-2-1 press was definitely a factor. It gave us some energy. It gave us some momentum. It just made a lot of things happen. And so when it frustrates a team, it always energizes the other team, and that's what we were able to get. We got a lot of energy from that created opportunities. I don't know, when did they score their second bucket? I know they scored one, and then it was quite a while before they got that second one. So again, when we force somebody to take a timeout or you force turnovers, then that's going to get your adrenaline rushing, and you're ready to be a whole lot more aggressive to be able to punch that. And again, I think that's what our team did.
It felt like on the floor, Morgan was really just taking a lot from what Dom was doing, especially since she's just a freshman and Dom has so much experience. How do you think that she's learning from Dom?
Oh, I think they're a great 1-2 punch. I'll be honest with you. I really do. I think she has learned leadership, some leadership, vocal leadership. I'll give you an example. I've been coaching for a long time, as an assistant, as a head coach, but a long time. But I have never had a freshman in the flow of the game tell me what she thinks we need to do defensively. Never. Okay? And what we had talked about in preparation for them, there would be a time in the game that we could switch from point to our power forward. Well, in the entire game, that opportunity never came to the very end. And guess who told me that? Morgan Sieper. That is a freshman that knows and prepares every single day. And she said, hey, Coach, I think we can switch 1 through 4. And I'm trying to figure out what she's talking about. And then I look at the players, and I said, yes, we can switch 1 through 4. But, I mean, that's a freshman. But that's when you prepare. That kid, the cleaning crew in this gym knows who she is. And I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. Her success is not because of lack of preparation. Will she have a bad game? Sure, she's going to have a bad game. But I'm going to tell you, she's going to respond back. She's going to respond back. But she has learned from Dom. Now I need Dom to learn from her to be in here every day so Dom and some of our other players can continue to enjoy their success. Because Morgan makes Dom better. Morgan makes Dom better. Dom makes Morgan better. They both can make Malia better. They both can make Jacoria Bracey better. All those things can happen because that's why we're a team.
So from outside the arc, you guys shot 60%. Was that a focus heading into today's game?
Shot what now?
I think it was 60% from
Oh,
outside
yeah.
the yard. Yeah. Is that a focus?
You know, well, we try to get the ball to Morgan Seeper, I'm gonna be honest with you, in different things that we do throughout the game. So, you know, at first, they're worried about Dom coming off screen. So, again, we popped Morgan a lot. We were able to get her some 3 balls on the action. We were able to get her in a stagger to be able to get that 3 ball because that's what she can score. That's what she can score. Now, she made that 12-footer, but that 3 ball is like you bend your elbow and eat. You know, your mouth's going to come open. And I think that because of her preparation and our confidence that we have in her, it's like in that second half, then they started squeezing her because you squeeze a 3-ball shooter. So now we want Morgan to be the screener. And so that's what we did. We went for Morgan to be the screener now. Well, they're not going to switch. They worried about Morgan, so now Dom gets jump shots. Because, again, there's no help action. So, again, I think our staff did a great job of using Morgan in situations based on how they were guarding her. And, again, I just think she was in rhythm, and I think Dom was in rhythm, and we got some good shots.
2 more for Coach.
I remember at Media Day you telling us about how special Morgan was going to be, and now just kind of 2 weeks or 2 games in.
She is.
She seems
I'm
like
telling
she's
you,
kind of
I've
living
never
up to
coached a player that is in here every single day. She don't even take Sunday off. When I say every single day, you know, I've said that before about players because they make it in here 2 times or something like that. No, it is every single day. Jay Ladner, right after this summer started, Jay Ladner on the men's side, men's head coach came and he said, "Who's that kid that is in this gym all the time?" And I said, "What does she look like?" He said, she has a black braided ponytail. I said, "It's Morgan Seeper." He said, "Man, Joy," he said, "that kid is going to be special." He said, "I am telling you," and she's not rebounding the ball and walking to get it. She's not. She has a full sweat. And I said, "Jay, we believe she has a chance because of her work ethic. She has deficiency. She does. She's not the perfect player. But because she knows what that strength is, she is always working on that strength." She's the film. She's the one that's watched the most film. Because, again, now she's working on her weaknesses. And that's what we challenged, all 13 of them in there. You know what? It's not just by circumstance or happenstance, whatever you call it. It's because you do. You know, I just believe that God rewards people that work. I truly believe that with all my heart. And she gets rewarded. And I did say that at Media Day. And you know what? I still believe it.
When you have 2 victories that are just comfortable toward the end, and you know there's a very long season, how do you keep the players just kind of not engaged because of course they're engaged, but just
Sure.
not feeling too comfortable, I guess.
Well, you know, what we did, particularly in that 4th quarter, and then when we made our substitutions, we talked to them about the score doesn't matter. We're not locked in on the score. We want to score 6 points in this segment. You know, we don't want to give up a 3-ball. Like I challenged the group there at the end. Okay, your goal is you don't give up a 3-ball. You might get beat to the rim, but we're not going to give up a 3-ball. And so I think when those things happen, you've got to be able to challenge them in certain segments. And that's what we did. Unfortunately, they didn't accept the challenge. It didn't happen. They was shooting the 3-ball still. But again, I think that's what you have to do. You have to be able to challenge. But I will tell you, we will get better at that. We will get better because those are segments of the game that you don't worry about the score. William Carey game, we did it multiple times. Forget the score. The score is tied or we're down 4. This is what we've got to do in this segment.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.